Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm making a stock analysis of Perpetua Resources Corporation. Now remember, this isn't financial advice, it's purely for entertainment and educational purposes. Now, if you don't know what Perpetua Resources Corporation does, well, they're a sustainable mining company, and they focus on gold, silver, and antimony. And they currently just got the licensing here in January of this year, which is quite interesting. They're currently primarily based in Idaho, and they have a ground with estimated 4.8 million pounds of gold in it, and as well as a stibnite mine, which is what antimony is because it's found in nature. And antimony is needed in a lot of batteries, and they have 158 million pounds of that in the ground, I believe, was the current estimates. Now, the reason I like this quite a lot, to be honest, is because it's green mining, which I haven't seen any other stocks do. Now, let's first take a look at this stock, make each candle a bit bigger. Let's make each candle day. Now, as you can see back in 2020, it rose quite quickly and then it fell again. And as you can see right here, we have this yellow S, which is for a stock split. But however, this is a reverse stock split, which means if you had 10 stocks, it was then put into one stock because it was too low priced. This is quite a poor signal, but because this is 2021, I won't get that much into details with it because that is so long ago. But overall, as you can see, even we had this bottom down here in October of 22, and we have increased quite nicely ever since. We did see a bit of a bounce back here, or a fallback, as it's called here in start of 2024. But ever since then, it has been absolutely crazy. And this stock, I do like it quite a lot, but then again, mining companies are quite volatile, as you can see right here. It is quite volatile, especially right now, given all the focus there is on critical minerals in the United States. But I do think it's interesting because we have seen the gold prices soar. Now they have fallen a bit back, but again, it is quite nice. Now, currently where we're lying is quite decent. As you can see, we've had a quite nice graph, even though it is a bit volatile, and we do see some ups and downs. I do like the stock in general, and we see that it actually often follows technicals, as you can see right here. You can see right here, we have some peaks right here. It often follows those and then it falls back again. And as you can see right here, again, it follows these technical patterns. Overall, it is trading quite technically, which I do find quite interesting. And as I am a technical investor, I like that quite a lot. And you can see some valleys here and some bottom formations here are again quite nice. We've also seen some peaks up here. So the next rejection level we have right up here, or breakthrough point, is about 17.6, actually a bit more, about 17.81. If we can break through this up here, we really have no boundaries. Of course, we have some previous ones, but those were before the split, so I don't really think those are, I'm going to take this into consideration. You can also see right here as well, we do have some support levels right here. Again, if we break down and break through this around 12.6, we a chance that we're going to end down here about 9. So these are the points you should be concerned about. If it breaks through 12 downwards, we're going to see quite a big fall again down to 9. But if we break through up 17 up here, it's going to be quite nice. Now, in the RSI recently, it hasn't been that great. As you see, we have two huge sell-offs right here. Now, if you don't know what RSI is, that is the relative strength index. So something is below 30, it's oversold down here, which means it's falling in price rapidly. If it's below 50 and above 30, it's in the bottom channel, meaning it's trading downwards, and the opposite is true the other way around. So if it's above 50 and below 70, it's trading upwards, and if it's above 70, it's in the upper channel. It's overbought up here. You can see recently we did see quite a huge spike up here in the upper RSI, moving up quite fast, and we even had some overbought times all the way up here 90, which is quite nice. And then we had this huge fall right here, which I haven't been able to find out why that happened. But we are trading back upwards in the RSI, which is quite nice. As you can see, we are also on an earlier peak. Chances are we're going to stabilize here and we're going to trade upwards again. Now the beta on the stock is actually below average, which I find quite interesting because it is quite interesting to see that the beta is so low for this stock, which I would say moves relatively a lot. So it wouldn't surprise me if this beta changes in the near future. Now the price to earnings, we don't have any, and the EPS is still negative, as you can see right here. Now you might think, how can they surprise possibly in their EPS if they're still negative? Well, that's of course because they lose less money than anticipated. And how much do they earn? Well, they earn no money at all. And as I said, they only got their mining license this year, which was a 12-year-long process, which is quite crazy. But chances are they're going to start mining and then making actual money this year, actually getting an income. But it's first estimated that they're going to make proper profits in mid to late 2027. Now, the seasonals for the stock, let's just go back 10 years. As you can see, it's very, very coin flippy. As you can see, we have huge double-digit losses and huge double-digit, even triple-digit gains. Overall, it is a very, very volatile stock. So you should be a bit careful in a stock like this. But this is also one of those where you can get a huge, huge, huge gain if you hit it on the right time. Is it the right time right now? Of course, I can't speak to that. I say I don't own any of this stock, but I could consider in the future when they get their mining going and I'm seeing how well the profits make and how well the return of investments are. Now, technicals for the day is a neutral, but for the month it is a buy. However, should surprise you as we have seen quite nice rises. Now, we did see this one short pitfall here, but as we are laying on previous support levels here, it is still a buy, however. Now, the analysts reading this are quite amazing. As you can see here, we have a strong buy on 6, which is the only buys we have, which is quite amazing. So overall, great. Now, 27 for this year, I do think one year forecast that is quite crazy. I think it should end up maybe between 12 and 17 where we are right now, because as you can see, we're trading on 15.16. But overall, only until we see some better results from the mines, I do think it's a bit too volatile, and I won't get into that at least then. As you can see on the EPS, they're also estimated to lose a little less and a little less each year, which of course nice to see. And the annual earnings, the first year they're guiding with actual earnings is going to be 2028, but I have seen some analysts estimating that we might see some in 2027 as well. That was my stock analysis of Perpetua Resources Corporation. If you like this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this, please leave the company analyze in the comment section below.